Assalamualaikum and hi everyone! In today's video, I decided it would be about 5 things I wish I knew before coming to Korea. I am Hana, and if it's not obvious enough, today I am outside, which is very crazy because it's currently minus something degrees Celsius right now. It's winter, it's freezing, and here I am. Behind me, which is actually the Samsung library, or the library of the campus where I am at, which is Sangkakon University. So I know a lot of people are interested in studying abroad to live if you're on my video, then of course you're interested in studying at Korea. Before you get to that point, of course you'll be doing researches on how it's like studying at Korea and how to get there. I have done my fair share of research before coming to Korea. After coming to Korea, I guess the research or the preparation I did was not enough. If you somehow one day get to my situation, and to avoid that, I want to share what are those 5 things that I wish I knew in advance. So the first thing, it could be very minimal, the lack of vegetarian food here in Korea. Interesting fact about me is I cannot eat meat, which includes beef, lamb, or anything. I can eat chicken, but not that much. Mostly I'm a pescatarian, which is seafood and vegetable. People in Korea really love their meat. I cannot find that much food for vegetarian, or just, those who do not want to eat meat. There is halal food, but just not that many, if you get what I mean. There are vegetarian food, there are just not many. The amount of money I would need to live in Korea. Now there are videos on people talking about how much they spend in average in Korea, but I wish back then, before I came to Korea, I thought of looking up on those things, but apparently I did not. I'm sure that for some people Korea could be affordable or cheap for them, but for me, if we're comparing them to how prices are in Malaysia, I would say that things are very expensive here in Korea. It really depends on where you're from or how much you are able to spend. But for me, I actually need to spend a lot. It will just be giving you an average of how much I spend for a month. Things I can remember, okay? A day I would need around 5,000 Korean won, which is roughly around $5 US. 5 times 4, probably 20 ringgit, or 20 ringgit plus, okay? A day. So it's 140,000 Korean won a month, which, if we're converting it, it could be roughly around 7,000 ringgit? Is it? Probably? I know I remembered answering this question that I spend roughly around 7,500 ringgit a month. So yeah, I roughly spend around that much money a month. People, it's not a joke, okay? The Koreans, they are very, very, very serious on their studying. Let's say I have a class today, I could be having an exam tomorrow, or even if I go to class, I could be having quizzes or exam all of a sudden, and the Koreans would still be able to be doing it right off the bat, and while I'll be there struggling to understand even what the questions are asking about. You see the library there? The libraries could be opened up to 24 hours during the exam season. Students would be camping inside the library. So other than going for their exams, for their tests, or going out for some smoke or to have a bite, they would be there studying. Yeah, they're really serious about their studying. And here I am just barely surviving my engineering student life. I'm currently living outside in a house, and my house deposit, it was actually 10 million Korean won, you guys. I'm not kidding. It's actually that much. Me and my housemate, we did a little bit of a negotiation and we managed to reduce it until 2 million Korean won, which is a great achievement for us. But yeah, that's a lot amount of money. And do note that I am not living in Seoul. I am in Suwon, which is relatively cheaper as compared to Seoul. I know from my friends who are living in Seoul that their house deposit is around 5 million Korean won, or probably 7 million Korean won, which is a lot of money to be paid by students to, just at once you have to pay that much amount of money, which is very crazy. Especially to us who are just scholarship students. We have a specific amount of money that we need to live on. The amount that we get is enough for us to live, but then we have to save a lot more money from that we're getting to get that much amount of money from a security deposit. So it's actually a lot. If I do this in advance, I probably would not come to Korea. I might come, I might not come. I don't know. I don't know the me back then. 상대평가, which is relative evaluation. Every university uses this 상대평가, which is the relative evaluation grading system. Every university here in Korea, unless they state otherwise. I know some classes would be using the pass or fail system or the absolute grading system, but not much. How the relative evaluation works is the university, they tell you a specific amount of percentages on how many students can get that grade. Like to get A plus and A, there's only 20%, and then plus B, it will probably 30 or 40%, and for those who are getting C grades, it's probably 40%, and the rest is for other grades. It may differ according to universities, but yeah, basically it's like that. In average, some of the students could be getting around 70. I know the highest someone could get is 100. To get A plus, the professors only can give you around 10% of the students can get A plus. So assuming there's 100 in that class, so that means only 10 students can get A plus if they're above 95. But here's the catch. What if there's 9 students who get full mark, 100, and then there's 2 students who get 98? So now there's 11 students who are above 95 and should get A plus. But that would not happen. What would happen is only 9 students would be getting A plus, and the 2 who got 98 just now, they'll be getting A. And that's how it works. System, can do it like that. They don't have to really squeeze you in to get all the maximum percentages. Now, that is the downside of it. The good side of it is, if let's say all the students in the class did really terrible in the exam, even if you do get low marks, you could get good grades, like B. That's the good side of it. But the bad side is the thing that the majority of the time happens. Okay, I know I got high marks, but then the grades don't reflect my marks. So, but I know some universities, some students in Malaysia, they have to face this, and I feel you guys, I feel you guys. So yeah, those are the 5 things I wish I knew in advance before coming to Korea. My advice to those people out there who are interested in coming to Korea, especially to study, please do a research until you are confident that yes, I know everything about coming to Korea to study. Alright, I guess that's all from me for today. Thank you so much for watching my video and hear me ramble about this. So if there's anything that you are curious about, go ahead and leave some comments down below. I would appreciate more if you could do that, or you could also go to my Instagram account. More active over there, so you could drop a question over there, and sometimes I open up my Q&A story so that people can drop some questions. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to my video, and I would really appreciate it if you could share my video around. Thank you so much. Love you guys.